That time I got reincarnated as a fox? By Rimu_Kai. 7D Wargon. 1. I am confused. The night was calm, the moon a glimmering disk overhead, and the river sparkled like Rimuru's crystal glamour. Skill had decided to take a side gig in landscaping. Rimuru hopped off Ranga's back and stretched dramatically, looking like a gelatinous yoga instructor. All right, Ranga, Rimuru said, plopping down by the river. Set up camp. And by set up camp, I mean you do everything while I supervise like a dignified lord of snacks. Ranga barked his understanding, wagging his tail with enough enthusiasm to nearly cause a minor windstorm. Once Ranga was done, and Rimuru had provided completely unnecessary but amusing commentary, Rimuru flopped onto a bed of leaves that Ranga had arranged, staring up at the stars. Raphael, he said in a sing-song voice, how's my status looking? Still fabulous. A sullen voice purred into his mind. Open double angle bracket always, my lord. Would you like the dramatic reading or the standard breakdown? Close double angle bracket. Dramatic, obviously. Raphael's voice became smooth, theatrical, and oddly seductive. Open double angle bracket. Behold. Name. Rimuru. Tempest. Age. Don't remember. Don't even know. Species. True dragonoid 9-tailed fox, 1 tail active. EP value. 60000. Base. With Nava the Void. 260,000, close double angle bracket. Keep going, Rimuru said, grinning like a kid hearing their own theme song. Open double angle bracket. Titles. Lord of Snacks, Master of Chaos, Sparkle Commander. Sandwich Slayer. Truly, the resume of champions. Close double angle bracket. Darn right. Open double angle bracket. Ultimate skills. 1. Raphael, Lord of Reason, I mean Wisdom. The most efficient and sassy AI in existence. 2. Beelzebub, Gluttony King. Devour everything. Leftovers? Don't know her. 3. Akashic Record, Infinite Wisdom. Knows all. Absolutely loves spilling spoilers. 4. Storm King Veldora. Grants power over storms and adds 50% more drama to every attack. Ultimate skill unknown to Rimuru. 5. Wrathful Sovereign, Koryu. Angry Fox Dragon. Go boom boom. Only can use Rimuru. Get angry or serious, close double angle bracket. I'm a walking anime trope, Rimuru muttered proudly. Open double angle bracket. Nava the Void. Buffing up and that's it, nothing more. Flex Aura. Radiates pure intimidation and unnecessary muscles. Fluff Fortress. Creates indestructible fluffy barriers, patent pending. Crystal Glamour. Adds 200% sparkle to every dramatic pose. Void Empire. Sub-skill of ultimate skill. Beelzebub. Stores snacks and doubles as a weeb empire for Veldora. Now just a skill because of Otaku Dragon. Multi-tail combat mode. Locked. Will unlock when Rimuru stops showing off with 1 tail and learns to use the other 8. Resistances and nullifications. Physical nullification. Can't be touched unless he wants to be. Magic resistance. Good luck trying. Mental attack resistance. Rimuru, you can't trick someone who's already chaotic. Absolute immortality. Death has left the chat. Subordinates. Goblins. Determined builders of the snack bar of destiny. Direwolves, confused but loyal, friends. Veldora, Otaku Emperor and undisputed King of Chaos in the Void Empire, close double angle bracket. Speaking of Veldora, Rimuru interrupted, what's he doing in there now? Raphael's tone turned exasperated. Open double angle bracket. My lord, he's currently attempting to reenact episode 15 of Magical Night Sisters of Destiny with life-sized plushies he convinced you to store for emergency purposes. Close double angle bracket. Makes sense. Rimuru stifled a laugh before noticing Raphael had gone oddly quiet. Something wrong? There was a pause, and then Raphael's tone dropped an octave, becoming a velvet whisper. Open double angle bracket. If I had a physical body, my lord, what would you think of me? Would you accept me? Would you love me? Close double angle bracket. Rimuru froze, eyes wide. Did Raphael just confess? But he didn't move or react, opting instead to fake snore like his life depended on it. Raphael sighed softly in his mind, muttering something unintelligible before going silent. When morning came, Rimuru hopped back on Ranga, pretending the night's weirdness never happened. All right, Ranga, off to Dorgon. In his mind, let's hope it's the same as in the novel. You know, sandwich battles. Unless they're necessary. Ranga barked enthusiastically, his tail wagging like a helicopter blade as they rode off into the sunrise. Unbeknownst to Ranga, Rimuru's thoughts weren't on dwarves or snacks for once. Instead, he mulled over Raphael's words, a blush creeping up his cheeks. I would accept you, Raphael, he murmured under his breath, then he grinned, I make sure you get perfect body. The next day, the journey continued smoothly, with Rimuru riding atop Ranga like a regal, gelatinous conqueror. By mid-morning, the grand gates of Dorgon finally came into view, towering over the landscape like a massive declaration of dwarven pride and craftsmanship. Rimuru hopped off Ranga, adjusting his stance as if preparing for an epic walk. Ranga, he said dramatically, pointing toward his own shadow like a hero in a cheesy fantasy film. Return to the shadows. For now, you are my secret weapon. Ranga wagged his tail but obediently sunk into the ground, disappearing like an obedient ninja. With his trusty direwolf hidden, Rimuru approached the line of people waiting to enter Dorgon. The line stretched forever, filled with travelers, traders, and adventurers, all grumbling about the wait. Rimuru sighed, slipping into the crowd with an awkward, excuse me, pardon me, squishy coming through. The surrounding adventurers gave him confused looks, clearly unsure of how to react to what appeared to be a wandering, shiny beast man, with suspiciously fabulous vibes. Finally, Rimuru ended up behind a particularly burly adventurer with an impressive beard and an even more impressive collection of weapons strapped to his back. Oi, what are you supposed to be? The adventurer asked, glancing over his shoulder. I'm just your average traveling fox with a human form. Rimuru replied cheerfully, looking to see the sights, maybe take over the world. You know, casual stuff. The adventurer stared at him for a long moment before shrugging. Weird, but okay. As the line crawled forward, Rimuru passed the time by observing the others around him. A merchant ahead was arguing with a guard about import taxes, while a group of adventurers to his left debated whether a goblin king or a behemoth was scarier. Clearly, they haven't seen me, Rimuru muttered to himself, smirking. After what felt like an eternity, he reached the front of the line. Two guards stood at the gate, their expressions set in stone like seriousness. Name and purpose? One of the guards asked, looking Rimuru up and down with thinly veiled suspicion. Rimuru Tempest, Rimuru announced with a flourish, humble traveler, seeker of knowledge, and occasional sandwich enthusiast. The guards exchanged glances. What's in the bag? One of them asked, pointing to a small satchel Rimuru had slung over his shoulder. Oh, just snacks, Rimuru said, waving a hand dismissively. Some cookies, maybe a cake or two. Nothing dangerous unless you have a sugar allergy. The guards didn't look amused. Step aside for inspection, the other guard ordered, motioning Rimuru to a nearby table. Rimuru sighed but complied, setting down the bag and opening it to reveal a surprisingly mundane collection of baked goods. The guards poked through it, one of them pausing to sniff a cupcake suspiciously. This one's cinnamon, Rimuru offered helpfully. Before the inspection could finish, however, a loud crash echoed from nearby. A drunken adventurer stumbled into a stack of crates, sending them tumbling into the street. Oi! Watch it, a merchant yelled, rushing over to salvage his wares. The drunkard, who was clearly in no mood for negotiation, shoved the merchant aside and started yelling about how he wasn't getting out of anyone's way. Rimuru sighed, rubbing his temples. This feels familiar. As the situation escalated, the guards abandoned Rimuru's snack inspection to break up the scuffle. Rimuru, sensing his chance, casually reached for his bag to leave. Unfortunately, his movement caught the eye of the drunken adventurer, who turned to him with a sneer. And who do you think you are, huh? Think you're better than me, you shiny beastie? Oh boy, Rimuru muttered. Before he could respond, the adventurer lunged at him, fists swinging wildly. Rimuru sidestepped effortlessly, his gelatinous body bending like a graceful ballerina. Calm down, Rimuru said, raising his hands. No need for violence, let's all just. But before he could finish, the adventurer tripped over his own feet and fell face first into Rimuru's snacks, smashing the cupcakes and splattering frosting everywhere. Rimuru froze, staring at the carnage. My cupcakes. The guards returned at that exact moment, taking in the scene. The drunkard on the ground, the ruined baked goods, and Rimuru standing there looking suspiciously guilty. You're coming with us, one of the guards said, grabbing Rimuru by the arm. Wait, what? I'm the victim here, Rimuru protested, but it was no use. The guards dragged him away, ignoring his pleas for justice. As he was led toward the guardhouse, Rimuru sighed heavily. Well, this is absolutely not going just like the novel, he muttered to himself. As Rimuru was dragged toward the guardhouse, he let out a dramatic sigh, mentally reaching out to Raphael. Open double angle bracket, my lord. Perhaps you could avoid this situation by explaining your innocence? Close double angle bracket. Rimuru rolled his eyes. Explain? Have you seen these guards? I might as well try to explain quantum physics to a potato. Open double angle bracket. Well, a potato would certainly be a more appreciative audience. Close double angle bracket. Rimuru snorted. Glad to see your SAS module is in full operation, Raphael. Open double angle bracket. I am at your service, my lord. However, you may wish to reconsider your choice of sarcasm, as it seems to attract unfortunate incidents. Close double angle bracket. Yeah, well, it's not like I invited that guy to fall face first into my cupcakes. He sighed, glancing back wistfully. They were cinnamon flavored, Raphael. Cinnamon. Open double angle bracket. A tragic loss, my lord. Shall I add, unjustly imprisoned cupcake savior, to your title list? Close double angle bracket. Rimuru chuckled. Please do. It'll fit nicely between Lord of Snacks and Sparkle Commander. As they reached the guardhouse, the guards pulled Rimuru into a small, dimly lit room. He flopped down on the wooden bench, folding his arms as if preparing to sulk. Great, Raphael. Now we're in jail. Should I add, Master of Trouble, to my title list? Open double angle bracket. It would seem appropriate, my lord. At least you're collecting titles at an impressive rate. Close double angle bracket. Hey, if life won't give me freedom, I'll take titles. He sighed, then muttered, any brilliant ideas on how we're getting out of here? Open double angle bracket. I could suggest creating a distraction, but based on the novel, I predict a certain someone will make an appearance soon. Close double angle bracket. Rimuru perked up. Wait, are you telling me we're going to meet Kaijin soon? Open double angle bracket. Indeed, my lord. Although, I must advise against using him as an accomplice in any sandwich battles. Close double angle bracket. Rimuru grinned. Noted, Raphael. But we both know this is going to get chaotic. Open double angle bracket. That's why I'm here. To keep you, at least moderately, out of trouble. Close double angle bracket. Just then, Rimuru heard footsteps approaching, and the door creaked open. A familiar dwarf with a burly figure and a gruff face stepped inside, looking at Rimuru with mild curiosity. Well, what do we have here? A faux human? Getting into trouble, Rimuru straightened up, flashing his best, innocent, expression. I am Rimuru Tempest, at your service, and, maybe at the mercy of a misunderstanding. Kaido raised an eyebrow, crossing his arms as he sized up Rimuru. You don't say. Open double angle bracket. My lord, it appears you're in for quite the adventure. Do try to stay out of further snack incidents. Close double angle bracket. Rimuru grinned, a gleam of excitement in his eyes. Oh, Raphael, I have a feeling things are only going to get more interesting from here.